If you're looking to get a little bit of extra carbon fiber in the interior of your C8 Corvette, that's not the typical things you see from the factory, then this video is for you. So thanks for tuning in, guys. So today we're going to be looking at the waterfall overlay pieces that you can get in the interior of your C8 Corvette. It comes from Extreme Online Store, and it's one of those pieces, if you like carbon fiber and you want a little bit more in the interior of your C8, this is a great piece that we're going to be looking at. And it's two pieces actually. You have the main waterfall feature that you see, and then the overlay feature that is behind that speaker there. So we're going to be looking at both of them in this box here. So let's open it up and take a look. All right, so let's open up this box, which I think opens up this way, but no, it doesn't. Okay, it opens up this way. As you can see, I don't try to open up these boxes beforehand and try to be all elegant. This is the first time I'm looking at these pieces, if you're ever curious on how I'm doing these. So sometimes I open up the box beforehand, and other times I'm just literally seeing it the first time like you guys are. So all right, let's get this out of the box. I'm gonna put the box down here, give myself a little bit more room to work with. Okay, so we're gonna look at the main waterfall part first, and then we're gonna look at that other overlay piece kind of deal. So again, I gotta be very careful with this sharp razor to cut open this tape. Try to get these off, not causing myself any kind of extra headache. I think I got it. No, I don't. I need that razor again. Almost there. Right. Taking it out of the wrapping. Put the wrapping down here. I'm not making this look elegant. Okay, so this is your overlay piece for the waterfall section on the interior of the C8 Corvette. And overall, I mean, the finish looks really, really good on this. I am actually very, very impressed, especially with like this section right here, which is it's a little hard to see, but that's a little sliver of carbon fiber for that centerpiece coming up from up top here. And so that's a nice feature that honestly, if you've ever worked with carbon fiber, that can be sometimes a pain to get done right and make it look proper and not just a half-assed job. This kind of reminds me of the complexity of the rear grille mesh in carbon fiber with all those little fins on it. That's a really complicated piece, and those are complex features that it's really hard to get carbon fiber to lay down properly. So having this little extra piece here is actually a really nice touch that they did that, you know, makes it really, really look good. Now, with this being an overlay, this is a very easy install. All you have to do is just take off the backing, which is already pre-installed with the 3M tape. You just gotta clean the area and then peel all these tapes off, and then you just put it on and you're done. So this is one of those pieces that should be really, really easy to install. And I'm pretty excited for putting this on the C8. I think it's gonna look really, really nice. If you guys have been watching my channel, you know I love carbon fiber, and the interior, I love that natural dip interior, but there's certain pieces that I wouldn't mind a little bit extra carbon fiber piece. So this is one of them, honestly, for me. So I'm really excited to have this kind of piece here. So if you're looking to just buy this specific piece, it sells on EOS for $429.99. Now, that's a really good price for the giant piece of carbon fiber that you're getting and the complex curves that look really, really good on it. EOS does a great job of having a very competitive price for a good quality product. I've liked all of their products so far that I've ever tried on the C8, and this is no exception. And one of the big things that I'm curious about with this overlay, and I think they covered it really, really well, is trying to make it wrap around the sections of the trim that it's overlaying. Now, it's one of those things with overlay, sometimes depending on what you get, the overlay kind of shows the edges a little bit, and it's more noticeable on a lighter color like my natural dip. So this actually has a nice curve to it, which I think is going to work really well to cover all of that extra little bit of natural dip that I have, that tan interior, to make it actually like look like it's a full OEM replacement, which is what you're trying to look for when you're doing these. So I definitely really like this product. I think it's really good. By the way, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Obviously, you see we're doing product reviews. We also do how-to videos, news, and the occasional car rally and car show, but all around the Corvette platform. So if that's something that interests you and you like this video, I invite you to subscribe to the channel as well as like this video. It does help me know that this kind of information is useful to you, as well as help grow the channel. So thank you for that. So enough of my sales pitch though. I think this is a really good piece. So we're gonna put this to the side real quick and look at the other piece that comes along here. Again, being very careful not to accidentally cut the carbon fiber. I have yet to do that, but I need some wood to probably knock on so I don't, tempt fate like I, like to do for myself. I feel like sometimes I'm the epitome of Murphy's Law, where everything that can go wrong will go wrong if I don't add that extra bit of help for myself in not making mistakes. So anyways, so this is the carbon fiber overlay piece that goes on top of, like, behind the speaker to kind of finish the look of that waterfall effect. And overall, I mean, this looks really good in regards to also the finish, as I was expecting. I don't see any kind of blemishes or anything like that. It looks pristine, and I'm very much liking this a lot. Again, it comes with the 3M tape backing already pre-installed, so you don't have to worry about that. All you got to do is just peel this back off, clean the surface, put this on, you're done. It's really easy. So I'm very happy with this piece. It looks really nice. Now this piece specifically goes for $200 on EOS's website, which is a good piece. I mean, which is a really good price. I mean, it looks really nice and it's not that complex. It's a smaller carbon fiber piece, but it does complete that look really nicely. Now, if you're looking to get both of these pieces together, they do sell a combo kit for it that sells for $619, which is pretty good. It saves a few dollars if you get the combo kit with it, and you get both pieces, which is a more complete look. But if you're just looking to do just maybe the main waterfall feature and just maybe wait for this one a little bit later or whatnot, you can definitely do that. And either way, it'll look really nice. And again, I'll go through my whole spiel that you should ceramic coat these pieces to help prevent it from yellowing. It does see sunlight, even though it's in the interior of the cabin. You can still get sunlight onto those pieces, and after time they might start yellowing. And that's just like any kind of carbon fiber. If you don't have a very good base coat, I like to add that extra bit of protection just to make sure that it doesn't yellow. I'm not saying that there's no good coating on these. The coating on these are really good. It's just that extra layer of protection just to make sure that you don't have any kind of issues in the future. So okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's get this installed on the C8 and see how it really looks. Alrighty guys, so we have finished installing the carbon fiber waterfall overlay features that you can get in the interior of your C8 Corvette. And it looks pretty good, but I will caveat a few things that I'm going to explain in a little bit. So first off, the install was pretty straightforward, not really difficult. It's an overlay piece. It already has the tape already pre-installed for you. So all you got to do is peel it off, clean the area, put it on, and you're done. Now I say that, but I do add an extra caveat that it's probably a good idea to get some extra double-sided tape to have on hand in case you run into issues with it trying to stick. I found, especially for like the top piece, that the double-sided tape is in the right spots, but it's pretty thin. So depending, if the curvature is not just right, it's not going to lay down as easily. And I had to actually, for mine, I had to put in a little bit of extra double-sided tape, and it works really good. I put that on there, put it back down, and it's installed with no problems. Now, full disclosure, I am sponsored by EOS, so they sent me these products to do reviews on, but I am going to bring an honest review, and there's some things that I definitely want to make sure that you're aware of when you, like, before purchasing these. So the waterfall in regards to the installing and fitment is pretty on point. I mean, I don't have any complaints about that specific piece from this. It fit really, really well, especially on the corners to try to hide some of the extra, to make sure that it looks like an OEM piece. And that's really important, especially in my tan interior, where you're gonna see if it sticks out somewhere or if it's not covering good enough. So the waterfall feature looks really good, installed really well, and I'm very happy with that. The other piece, the actual carbon fiber piece on the top, I wasn't as impressed with that because simply it doesn't cover as much as I was thinking it was going to on the top. And it wouldn't be as much of a big deal if it was if I had a darker interior. You probably wouldn't even see it or really notice it. But with my lighter interior, I did notice it a bit and tried to adjust it a little bit to make sure that it fit properly, or to try to hide that, but it still wasn't exactly perfect. So that's something to keep in mind if you have like a natural interior like I do, that it might show up a little bit. So if you're dead set on it, it still looks great, but I just want to make sure that you understand what are the expectations from this piece when you get one, especially if you have a lighter interior. If you have a darker interior, you're not going to really notice that, honestly, and it's still just going to look really good. So all in all, I definitely would recommend the waterfall piece itself, especially. I think it looks really good. I love my natural dip interior, but I do like having that extra bit of carbon fiber to kind of break it up a little bit. It makes it really... It makes my C8 pop, and I'm really happy to have that piece. And I know it'll look good on any kind of C8 Corvette, honestly, in my opinion. And on top of that, my waterfall still functions. It still holds my phone, no problems at all. So I can still use it as it was intended. If you're interested in these products, I'll have links in the description below so you can check it out. And in the meantime, check out any of my other product reviews, and we'll see you next time.